Hi, good morning. We were to talk about fragrances and how to wear perfumes in your daily life and the art of wearing perfumes today. However, since last evening, my skin has started reacting in a crazy way, and I thought that what is more pertinent to talk about today is not as much about fragrances and how they make us feel good, but about how flowers can heal us in our daily life, and especially how with flower therapy you can combat the effects of pollution. Generally, whenever there is a change of weather, my skin tends to go through a very it gets disbalanced. I start getting dry patches on the skin, especially around this area. Then my nose, the sides of my nose start getting dry. Then my forehead starts getting it starts peeling, and so I need to really nourish and moisturize my skin at that time. And so last evening my skin broke out into red patches. They were dry patches, and I the only way in which I could soothe my angry skin was by having walnut Bach Flower Remedy with 4 drops in a glass of water. I had it at least 4 to 5 times last evening, and I cleaned my makeup. I cleaned my face first with splashes of water so that the dust was taken off, and then after that I took one of my face oils, which is roseate, which is made with rose essential oil, and I cleaned my face with that. After that I used a lot of aloe gel. Again I cleaned that, the remaining residue with it. Then I hydrated my face with a face mist. This is the one which I used last evening. It's called Savior, and it is made with lavender and tea tree essential oil. So it gave me instant relief to my skin. It soothed the irritation on the skin, and apart from that I used a lot of coconut oil, and again topped it up with roseate. So what happens to the skin is that whenever there is a change in, whether it's a change in the environment, the weather, or you could also be changing places, or it could be a change in your life, like someone getting married, or someone having a child, or switching jobs, moving to new cities, you go undergo a emotional change, and that affects your skin and hair as well. So to protect yourself from some of these environmental changes, walnut Bach Flower Remedy is excellent. It helps you cope with the change, and the weather conditions that are there in Delhi now, we hope that it is only a momentary thing, that in a few days it will go. So it's not what we generally breathe, the kind of air, and the sudden explosion of pollution. We need to find ways in which we can protect ourselves and combat this. So while of course you would be hearing on TV and on social media that sprinkling water around your area is helpful. So yes, keep a bowl of water in your room, but clean that bowl of water every now and then. You can also place rose petals in the water, or any other flower petals. So it will give a beautiful fragrance to the house, and also will keep the air hydrated. Then from time to time, mist your house with homemade sprays. You could make one with lemongrass, then with a little bit of benzoin or myrrh, some camphor oil. Mix it all together in a bottle of water, and you can just spritz it around your room all the time. Whenever you're there, and whenever you're feeling a little dryness within you. Drinking water is a must. Drink as much as you can of water. Have a lot of juices. I have started having this wonderful blend of coriander, pudina, and parsley. I make a juice with that, and I put in one whole lemon juice into it. So that helps out in flushing toxins, because you're breathing in almost smoke with every breath that you're taking. You're breathing in a lot of smoke and dust. So to flush it out, such detoxifiers are required. Water, of course, as I said, is the best, but apart from that, have a lot of fruit juices, have a lot of oranges, lemons. Vitamin C should be a rich part of your diet. You could also start taking, after consulting your doctor of course, vitamin E capsules. Vitamin E strengthens your mucous membrane, it strengthens your skin, bones, and it works as a antioxidant. So start having a lot of vitamin E, like one capsule of vitamin E every day. You could also take supplements like evening primrose oil, then fish oils. So these also help in strengthening your internal, the mucous membrane and the muscles and the organs within. So that is going to, so speak to your doctor and start having that, and vitamin C. So I would recommend vitamin C and vitamin E are a regular part of your diet. Have a lot of walnut, almonds. These also help in strengthening the immune system. Apart from that, you should also try and keep crabapple Bach Flower remedy. This remedy is known as a cleansing remedy. It's usually given to people who are feeling unclean about themselves or have a poor self-image. However, I have tried this in times when I've had a cold infection or a stomach infection, and I have been having crabapple on a regular basis for the last 1 month, so to combat this pollution as well, because it is actually dirt going into your system. So crabapple is a great remedy. And the other one is rescue remedy. Rescue remedy is an emergency, as the name suggests, it's an emergency remedy. You could have it when you have, like, you've just been through an accident, or you have fever, or it's a severe illness that you have. And yesterday, since my skin broke out in this manner, I started taking rescue remedy along with walnut as well. So that helped in it worked like in first aid for the moment. And then I went on to having my own mix of white chestnut and walnut with the other remedies that I take on a regular basis. So Bach Flower remedies should also become a part of your life. If you need to know a little more about the Bach Flower remedies, I would suggest you check up the website www.batcenter.com. It's the official website of Bach Flower Remedies, and it gives you a very clear and detailed understanding of what these remedies are. I'm sorry about the busy day and the bells ringing in my office, so please bear with it. And that is what you should consume. Then have a lot of light dals, soups, and vegetable soups with tomato and garlic. So I love making this recipe where I roast tomato, garlic and onions together, and then I take off the peels of these vegetables with a little bit of fresh basil from my terrace. I blend it together in a mixer with some black pepper. Then I strain it out, put a little bit of olive oil in my cooking bowl, and then I transfer this entire mixture into it and cook it till the time it starts boiling. I put in a tablespoon of milk after switching off the stove, and I have it with a pinch of Tabasco sauce. So that is a very good, it's refreshing, it's healing, and it has got a lot of vitamin C in it. So that is what you should be, that's a soup that you could have. You could also make soups with beetroot, pumpkin, spinach, bell peppers, and so those also help a lot in keeping your system healthy. Now let's come to what else can you do differently to keep, these are things which you would have heard in many places. But there is another thing which I do, which I feel helps me a lot, is I put oil in my nostrils. So it's called nasyam. It's a traditional Ayurvedic system of healing, where oil blends are made with herbs, and that is put in your nostrils to clear out blockages and toxins. So there are various nasyam recipes in Ayurveda. However, on a daily basis, what I like doing is either putting coconut oil, olive oil, or mustard oil, if you can take the smell of mustard oil in your nose, and sometimes I even use sweet almond oil. In fact, yesterday I used sweet almond oil. I'll come to my recipe later, but these are 4 basic carrier oils which you would have in your home as well, or you could even use pure ghee. Just put it in your 2 nostrils and breathe in from your nose and breathe out from your mouth. Do it a couple of times, and within I think 2 to 3 minutes you will feel the oil and the phlegm come into your mouth. Go and throw it. I know it sounds a little yucky, but it's a great detoxifier, and it helps you clean out all these dusts and dirt from your system. So do that before you go to bed every evening, and after you have put it in your nose, the drops of oil, massage these areas vigorously and the bridge of your nose. Wherever you have mucus clogged in your face, those parts become fluffy, and when you press them they pain. So like for instance, I am feeling pain in these 2 points. I also feel a bit of pain here, so that's where the it's clogged, that's where my face is clogged. You will also feel a little bit of pain just at the point behind your ears. You will feel a little bit of a hollow over here. If you keep pressing it, you might feel a bit of pain because of the fact that the smoke has gone into your throat as well, and it's irritating your throat lining. So these are the lymph nodes which gets blocked with toxins. So if you massage that when you've put that oil drops in your face, in your nose, it helps in, it works better. So once you, and you could also keep a warm towel next to you. So after you've massaged your face for about a minute, take that warm wet towel and put it on your face. Leave it on for about 30 seconds and you will see that the entire phlegm comes out from your chest and your from your head. It clears out your head completely. So the blend that I use is sweet almond oil mixed with a little bit of coconut oil, pure coconut oil, and a drop of rose otto essential oil. Rose essential oil is one of the most it's a natural ingredient which has the highest frequency. It has got about 300 to 350 megahertz frequency, and it's deeply healing. It's an expensive oil, but if you get the pure oil, it helps your body in many ways. It's of course great for skin and hair, and it's for topical application. But if you are also using pure grade rose oil, please do not use any oil unless you are aware of the certification. Take it from a reliable source who's giving you pure grade rose oil. Put that one drop into your coconut oil, olive oil, whichever blend you're using. I prefer to use it with sweet almond. I put that, and I also put in a few of my Bach Flower Remedies into that, the remedies which I'm taking that day, and I put one drop each in my nostrils. And after that I after the entire detoxification has happened, I go to bed. Again I do the same thing in the morning. So this helps me clear out my system very well. Another thing that I like to do is have apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar also mixed with a little bit of hot water and honey helps in clearing out your system. So that's something that you could do. And apart from that, keep when you wake up in the morning, or even when you're going back home, first wash your face with a lot of water. That helps in cleaning out the dust. So before you apply face like a micellar water or an oil based cleanser or your face wash, first splash your face with a lot of clean water. That will help the dust to go out, and then you can use your cleansers, whether it's micellar or it's oil based, whatever cleanser you want to use that. So that will also help in the dust not going into your system. The other thing that you should do is clean your face with I prefer to clean, before using face wash, I prefer to clean my face with micellar or with oil based cleanser. This helps in taking out the makeup, dissolving the makeup and taking that out. So that again helps in better cleansing. And then you could also once a week use a clay or a mud pack. That helps draw out the pollution, the dirt from your skin from deep within. So that's another pack that you can use. use at from morning and night. I have one routine, which first it starts with nasyam, that is putting oil into your nostrils. The other thing that I do is clean my face with face oil. So whichever face oil I'm using, I apply that and I clean my face with that. After that, I apply a face mist, which it depends on my mood that day which one I want to use. And I try to use, so the face mist that I have are either with lavender or with geranium or with rose oil. So all of this hydrates and balances the skin. Plus, it also, all these essential oils have a healing effect in your body, especially the flowered essential oils. They affect your heart chakra and your third eye chakra. So when you're using this, the heart chakra starts opening up. When your heart chakra starts opening up, you start becoming more sensitive to others. You are able to accept what's happening around you. Your interpersonal relationships improve. So this also helps, accepting or adapting to the conditions that we are living in. So that is why the heart chakra oil is very important. I mean, activating the heart chakra is very important. So those oils mixed in these products help a great deal. And then after that, I apply a environmental, it's a defense cream against environmental damages. So this is called Divinity. It's got saffron and vanilla as its key ingredients. However, I have also put a little bit of walnut Bach Flower Remedy in it, plus sesame oil to protect the skin against environmental damages. So before you, of course, you should use sunscreen before you step out, but using this cream has also helped my skin stay healthy longer. Apart from that, do a little bit of yoga. In terms of, when I say yoga, you don't have to do, like a very hectic routine where you're moving from one posture to the other. You don't have to do it so quickly. But, just center yourself, take a few deep breaths, meditate a little bit. And pranayam is very important. So in pranayam, the things that you should do is, one is kapalbhati, which is, forced exhalation. So you take in a deep breath, and then you do about 30 to 40 fast exhalations. You can increase the time, but to start with, do 10 exhalations, then move to about, say, 15, 20, and then gradually you can go up to about 80. Do it in 3 sets. That helps again detoxifying and clearing out and improving your blood circulation. Then the other thing is to do chest breathing. So fill in your chest with air. So put, what you should do is put your palms on your chest. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath for about 4 to 5 counts, and then slowly breathe out, deflating your chest and breathing out through your nose. Same thing you do with your stomach. Put your hands below your belly button on your lower abdomen. Slowly inflate your stomach, pushing your hands with the stomach. Hold it for about 7 breaths, and then gently breathe out from your stomach, pushing your stomach gently with your palms, and breathe out through your nostril. So you breathe in and breathe out through your nostril. The other thing that you should do is Ujjayi Pranayam, which is to breathe in through your nose, and then when you're breathing out, breathe out as if you're clearing your throat, and you do it again from your nose. So it will be like this. Do this about 6 to 7 times. It will clear out your throat. And the other thing to do is, interlock your fingers and then put it behind your neck, and take a deep breath in. Hold the breath for 5 counts, and then breathe out through your mouth. This also helps clear out all the blockages around your neck and chest and shoulder areas. It is very good for shoulder pain as well. Then the other thing to do is alternate nostril breathing, which is called Anulom Vilom. So just remember a couple of things in this. This is the way in which you can keep your hand. You can also do this, no problem with that, but this helps. The traditional mudra for doing this pranayam. So your index finger and middle finger should touch your palm. Your right thumb and your ring finger and your little finger should be stretched out. With your right thumb, close your right nostril. Breathe out through your left. Then breathe in through left. Breathe out through right. Breathe in through right. Breathe out through left. Continue doing this, and you should end with again breathing out from your left nostril. So this helps in clearing out your toxins. It also helps in improving your mental abilities. It helps you, it helps you take control of your anger as well, and it helps in good sleep. Do this in the morning when you wake up, and again at night before going to bed. This will help in keeping your toxin levels in place, and have a lot of herbal teas. There are various tea brands that are there now which make teas with hibiscus, with rose, with lemongrass, ginger. So in a big kettle, put in one tea bag, and steep it for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then take it off, and then keep having that with a drop of honey or a drop of lemon juice through the day. Again, that warm water along with this is going to soothe your system and keep clearing it all through. So these are a couple of things that you can do on your own to keep yourself healthy. Of course, keep your space clean. Do not burn toxin things, do not, if you see anyone burning plastic or leaves or something in your environment, stop that from happening. Keep your space clean. Water the plants that are there in your house. Keep the leaves of the plants well washed, and try to pool in with people when you're traveling from one place to the other. Yes, it's a big concern of our city, but each of us, when we decide to make at least take the responsibility of keeping at least our environment clean, whatever we can do to keep things clean. So if each one of us try to make that effort, I think there will be some difference that will happen in the society. So let's pledge today to be a little more sensitive to ourselves and to the people around us, and do take care of yourself. Have plenty of water. That's the greatest medicine. And use flowers to heal yourself. Flower remedies, flower essential oils, and even yoga is based on they keep the lotus position, and the yoga is what you do has also a lot to do with the energy of the flowers. So do yoga, do a bit of exercise which you can do indoors, and stay happy. And if you want to know more about it, and if you want to do a Bach Flower consultation, get in touch with us on our Facebook or on our Instagram. We'll be very happy to help you. Take care and have a good day. Thank you. Bye.